everyone, my name is Sonic48 and welcome back to yet another Bad Business video. Today I want to discuss a PTR update that actually came in not even 10 minutes ago that introduced some balance changes, well, a good portion of the guns in the game, and I do want to go over them because these are actually very significant changes that we're about to go over today. A couple in particular I think are going to be very important because a lot of these, a good portion of these guns are actually used by quite a few of the players. So I'm just bringing out the information to you guys and probably show the differences between the two because I would like to inform you guys on that stuff. So we'll just go right into the changes. I'm going to be listing them from the screenshot that I have here, but they are posted in the update log in the Bad Business Discord if you want to take a look at that. Links in the description for that. So here we go. First things first, we do have phantom changes. This is the new pistol that came out last week, which is the CC75 that I covered last time. So the conversion for the .45 ACP mag. This is the thing that does a lot of headshot damage. This thing right here. This ammo conversion now gives 75 headshot damage, up from 65, but suffers from the percent of damage that falls off after reaching max range, now at 50%, down from the 60% before. What that means is that this was 65 before, now it's 75. So this, at the moment, is able to two-shot headshot at its effective range up to 100 studs. That is really ridiculous. That's probably one of the fastest time to kills in the game. But to compensate for this change, we have it so that these values here are now at 50% of what these max values are, apart from 60%. So these damages were higher than they were before. Now they're half of what this is. So it goes from 75 at its max damage. It goes to 37.5 instead, which is again half of 75. I think that's all I need to see, honestly. Next thing is we have a change for the smaller version magazine for the ACP rounds. This is the 10 round version. This now does not offer a mobility debuff at all, and the .45 ACP 17 round magazine now is 98% slower than the default, up from 96. I'm assuming that means that we lose less mobility with this attachment equipped. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what I'm kind of getting when I read off this sentence. We do have one more change for the Phantom. The 30 round automatic magazine now gives the correct amount of ammo and has a decreased reload speed of 1.65 seconds, which was previously 2.1 seconds, and increased damage at range, now at 65% and was previously 60%. This got a major buff. So the first change, we'll break this down. This previously used to give 24 bullets instead of 30 for God knows what reason. This was the same value as the 24 round magazine for whatever reason, even though it was listed as the 30 round automatic magazine. So now it properly gives the correct ammo capacity instead of 24 rounds. So thank God on that. More bullets means more people to kill with it. Another change, the reload speed used to be much slower. It used to be 2.1 seconds. This is almost as slow as the default P90's reload speed. That's pretty slow. Thank goodness for that change. This makes it the 30 round automatic magazine even more viable to use. And we do have another change saying that it has increased damage at range, now at 65% and was previously 60%. So what this means is now it now does more damage over range than it was before. More damage over range means faster time to kill for this gun, and overall this magazine attachment got a buff. I'm very grateful for it. All right, so here's the new 30 round magazine that we have here for the Phantom. Still atrocious recoil, but that reload is much faster. Much faster than it was before, because honestly speaking, there was no use to using these 30 round magazines, this automatic magazine. 24 rounds and it being probably like double the reload speed of what it originally was? That's not worth it all. But now that it actually has the proper changes that it has, with the proper increase to 30 rounds, and of course the buff reload speed and the increased damage over range, means that this thing is more viable to use and is actually an option. So that is very good to see. My God, that recoil. No, not a vector! I'm dead. That wasn't even a kill. Okay, there we go. There's a kill. Next thing. This is huge. I believe a lot of people have been wondering about this at some point in the game's lifespan. This is changes for the 9mm conversion for the M4 and the M16 assault rifles. Both magazines were given set fall-off percentages of 70 and reload times of 1.5 seconds. I believe the reload speeds for the 9mm rounds used to be just the default reload times for the guns. Now I'm assuming they're both at the same set speed or are actually faster than their default reload speed. So that's actually very good. Yep, same for the M4. The M4 9mm received a 40% buff to its hipfire accuracy. 40% buff? That's huge. That's really huge. That makes it a hipfire machine now. And the M16 9mm now has a complete damage rework. It now does 38 to the head, 30 to the torso, and 20 to the body. 4 shot to the head, 5 shots to the torso, and an 8 shot to the limbs. That's pretty crazy. It's going to be very interesting to look at. I want to take a look at the M4's hipfire accuracy first, just by default. Ooh, that reload speed is very good. I like this. I like this so far. Now I want to see this, just the default hipfire. Wait. That's not right. Am I looking at this wrong? I think it gave the hipfire increase to the default M4. I think that's probably what happened, but you know, it's the PTR. Things will get fixed over time. So now let's go ahead and actually run around with the M16 9mm real quick and just get a couple kills, because I want to see how this is going. Ooh, that tight hipfire spread. Look at that. That is so clean. Oh, that almost got me for sure. The hipfire accuracy just makes it so much better at close range. It really does. Uh-oh. I don't want to get killed by a FAL on the PTR. Not like this. I am lagging pretty bad, honestly. Just gotta really make sure that you're hitting the torso shots, but not everyone's that accurate. Oh dear. Oh, that's such a fast time to kill. Love it. Oh, that's actually crazy. That is actually crazy. Oh, yes. That's the time to kill I like to see. All right, that's enough of that. Let's keep going. Model 700 changes. This beauty right here. This also came with the Phantom. Piercing stat has decreased to 2, which was previously 5. What that means is that this is the amount of additional people you can kill within a single bullet. With this having 1 piercing, that means you can collateral with 2 enemies. You can kill 2 people with 1 bullet. Previously, this had a piercing of 4, which means you were able to kill 5 people in 1 bullet. For some ungodly reason, this thing had more piercing than the Sako and Mosin. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. This had just as high piercing as the actual heavy hitting snipers like the DSR and the ASR 50. It didn't make any sense, so glad that that's changed. They also slightly decreased the base model's vertical recoil variability. That's something I don't understand, unfortunately. So they changed something to do with this gun's recoil. Let me know how you guys feel if the sniper feels any different when it comes to its recoil and stuff. All right, we have changes for the FAL and AK47. This is for the people who were complaining about noobs using those guns. Both of the existing starting ARs have received hipfire nerfs to make random kills by noobs less frequent. Thank you, Petrify. In all seriousness, I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. A nerf to the FAL's hipfire is kind of big, considering the FAL has godly hipfire right now in the main game. With me seeing it right now and here in the PTR, it still doesn't. I notice it, like the reticle is actually bigger, but it's not enough to warrant me to saying that this hipfire is bad, because this hipfire is still not bad whatsoever. This is still like SMG levels of hipfire accuracy. This is like still very good. Let's take a look at the AK here now. Did the AK really have that tight of a hipfire spread, or is it just me? I don't know. I'll leave comparisons between everything that I showcase here on the screens for you guys to see. But wow, okay, that is something. All right. Next change, this was kind of inevitable here. We have a change, an overall nerf to the Icicle Launcher. This thing that no one used, and it was undoubtedly one of the most powerful things in the goddamn game. First thing, the fire rate has been decreased to 200 from 250. That is already very huge. Reload time increased to 1.8 seconds, and it was previously 1.6 seconds. Magazine capacity was reduced to 15 rounds instead of 20 rounds. Range decreased from 200 studs to 300 studs to now 100 studs to 200 studs. So from here to here, so it's now here. Wait, that's another oversight. It's supposed to go from here to here is the damage range, not here to here. And the hipfire accuracy has been decreased by 60%? No way. Wow. That's huge. Oh my god, this thing, I would imagine this thing is still going to be very good at its effective range. It's just not going to be as prominent over longer ranges, because this thing is like a pocket shotgun that can have rifle ranges, but doesn't seem like it's the case anymore. It feels like it's going to be more of an assault rifle type of package, which is very good. And yeah, that's about it for the Icicle Launcher. We have another Mach 10 nerf. This is the only change that it has. They reduced its mobility to 97 instead of 100. I want to see if I can put on my max mobility build right here. All right, this is max mobility. This used to go up to 108. It is now 105, which is melee levels of range. So, or mobility, I mean. So that actually, I guess, makes it more balanced in that way. You won't be running faster than the melee. All right, I did not see this coming. We have a AUG Nerf. The submachine gun AUG here. This thing does 30 to the limbs now instead of 34. All right, I think from that kind of situation, I think that would have killed him. But since it didn't, I'm assuming that's a pretty good change right there. So we'll just go ahead and just take their word for it on that from that experience. All right, we have a Galil Nerf. Hipfire accuracy decreased to match that of the FAL and AK47. Very interesting. We'll just get some hipfire kills with this, see how it goes. Is that? No shot. Is that Wild Aces? Hey, it is Wild Aces. I was gonna say, that retro shirt. I don't know any other person who uses that shirt. Tar 21 buffs. Let's go. Reload speed decreased to 2.2, was previously 2.4. So faster reload. Very good. They nerfed this thing's reload hard back when it was used to be like the top, like literally the best weapon in the game when it first came out. So seeing this getting slightly reverted is a good thing. The reload speed on this thing is very horrendous in comparison to the M4. The hipfire accuracy has also been increased by 20%. Ooh. Ooh, I like that hipfire, honestly. Yeah, I'd say that's acceptable hipfire accuracy. Without a laser, that's quite good. Oh, that is nasty. Woohoo! Hi, Suikuni side. Oh, the hipfire accuracy is so good. See, this is the kind of changes that we need in this game. We need something that helps out the not much used guns, like this gun, the freaking 9mm conversion, even though that's technically not a gun. The Phantom, whole bunch of changes that are very much needed, or not needed, but just helps the gun enough to where it can be used more by players. We always like to see variety, and this only just improves that kind of variety. I love it. What? Nasty! Nasty hipfire, dude! STG-44. This one's huge. They increased the damage of the STG to 60, 45, 45 from 57, 40, 40. Is this a better SMO3? Just outright, is this a better SMO3? Like, are you kidding me? What were they thinking? All right, Zylik, this one's for you, bro. We'll see how good this STG is just by default with no attachments. Cause this is nuts. You see this range too? Oh my God. We'll just take a look at it. I'm gonna use this for an extended period because I really do want to see how this is gonna go. Huh? Also, hi, Gaming Sam. I feel like I'm overreacting, but a damage buff is no joke. And for something like this that already had like very good range and good damage, it's just the fire rate is obviously something more of a characteristic for the gun, but I think this STG is going to be the new meta. That's a stretch. I shouldn't be saying that, but this thing feels powerful now. A damage buff is just all the more, like, it changes the experience completely for a gun like this. Oh, hi. 4 shots, you're dead. Simple. Sam, come here, boy. There you go. What? 2 shots, and that did practically 80 damage. Oh my God. I actually, I'm salty about that. I won't lie. Damn, Sam. Don't gotta do me like that. Oof. Surprised I didn't kill him. Did I just 2 body? Did I just 1 hit 2 body? All right, we're done here. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. All right, STG looking goddamn busted. I'm sorry. These last changes are not guaranteed, aka they might not come to the main game, but they are listed here, so I'm gonna go ahead and list them. So rifle buffs, the SKS, rolling block rifle, and M1 Garand all have gained the piercing stat of 1 by default, previously 0, which means you can now collateral with 2 people instead of just only being able to hit 1 target with 1 bullet. And the same thing has actually applied to some of the pistols here. The Deagle, 44 Magnum, and Navy Revolver have gained the piercing stat of 1 by default, and previously was 0. So these Magnum and Navy Revolver all should have 1 piercing instead of 0, meaning they can hit 2 people with 1 bullet. This could be either or for both the rifles and the pistols. I could see why this could be an experimental change. We'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm not able to test it because the stats aren't actually in the game, unfortunately. So there you go. That is all the PTR changes currently so far. Okay, there's apparently one more thing that I completely oversaw. This was not in the patch notes, but apparently the game has it listed here since it just got updated today on the live game. There is a new perk that has been added to sniper rifles called FMJ, which gives them increased piercing and increases the piercing stat by 1 point. You can collateral 1 additional enemy if you have the FMJ perk on, so just wanted to quickly mention that. These are all subjected to change within the course of more than a week, actually. The next update won't come out until the 17th of September. So we'll have another week and 2 days before the next update comes out, which will bring in the Luger revamp and the Ares Strike revamp as well. So look forward to that. So with that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you found this somewhat informative. If you did and would like to see more, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Roblox content. You could check out my socials, which will be my Discord, Twitter, and Twitch in the description down below if you are interested in that. And I do recommend that you guys, if you have the Robux, you could go ahead and buy access to the public test roam, which will be linked in the description down below to test out these changes for yourself and see what you think. And also join in on the Bad Business Discord, Twitter, all things like that in the description if you want to check in on updates and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time for another Roblox video per usual. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, have a great rest of your day, and drink plenty of water. Cheers.